New neighbors. Gattu and Chinky had been at their grandma's house for 2 days. They had 2 days off. And after spending those 2 days, it was time to go back. Gattu and Chinky, along with Mummy and Papa, boarded on the train to go home.
Mummy, we had so much fun at Grandma's house, right? We should come here again. Of course, Gattu, we will.
Then Gattu saw a kid sitting in front of them with his father. That kid was in a wheelchair. Very soon, Gattu and Chinky became friends with him.
Hi, what is your name? Hi, I am Monty. So, Monty, where are you going? I am going to Mumbai with my papa to check our new home. Papa is getting transferred over there. Really, Monty? It is good to hear that. Do you know, we also live in Mumbai. We were here to visit our grandma.
Monty became good friends with Gattu and Chinky. They chatted a lot.
So, Monty, if your father is getting transferred to Mumbai, then you will have to get admission to a new school, right?
Hearing this, Monty gets a little sad.
What happened, Monty? Why did you get sad after hearing Gattu's question? Actually, Gattu Chinky, to get admission to the school in which I want to study, I have to take the entrance exam for maths. But to tell you the truth, I am kind of weak in maths, so I am a bit scared now. There is no need to be scared, Monty. Do you know that on the Pontoon Kids website, there are many interesting games and toys that can help you learn maths easily, and they are fun too. Really, Gattu? Then it's decided. I will check that website for sure.
They reached their destination while chatting. Gattu Chinky got off the train with Papa Mummy. And Monty got off with his Papa. Gattu and Chinky went to their home. But they were still thinking about Monty.
Gattu, we should have asked Monty's papa for his number, but I forgot to do so as we were busy chatting. You are right, Chinky. I don't know if we ever meet Monty again. I have started to miss him a lot. He was a nice guy, wasn't he? Yes, Gattu.
Then Mummy came over there.
Gattu, Chinky, your school is starting tomorrow, so don't forget to pack your school bags before going to bed. Okay? Okay, Mummy.
Gattu Chinky kept books in their bags and went to bed. 1 week passed since they returned, and Gattu Chinky got so busy with school that they forgot about Monty. One day in the evening, Gattu and Chinky were doing their homework and Papa returned from the office. Gattu Chinky, do you know? We have a new neighbor who is living in a house next to us.
Yes, I also saw some people carrying things in that house in the afternoon. I wonder who they are. We should pay a visit and welcome them. Yes, Mummy, even Chinky and I will also come with you, if you don't mind. Yes, of course, dear.
But that is when they heard a doorbell, and their new neighbor entered their home. It was none other than Monty with his mummy and papa. Monty and Gattu Chinky were shocked to see each other.
Monty? Gattu Chinky, you guys are here? Is this your house? Yes, Monty, but what are you doing here? Gattu Chinky, I am your new neighbor. These are my parents. From today, we will be living in a house next to you.
Oh wow, it's wonderful. Am I right, Gattu Chinky? Both of you were missing your friend so much, and now he is your new neighbor.
It's indeed a wonderful thing. We will have a lot of fun. Yes, Gattu Chinky. We will play a lot and chat a lot.
This is so good to see that these kids have already become such good friends. We were worrying a lot about Monty. He didn't have many friends in his last school, so he used to feel lonely. Gattu and Chinky, I want to invite both of you for dinner.
Gattu Chinky, you will come, right? Of course, Chinky and I will definitely come.
Monty went back to his home with his parents. Gattu and Chinky were very excited to have dinner with him.
Mummy, I think we should buy a gift for Monty as his parents have invited us for dinner, isn't it, Chinky? Yes, Mummy, Gattu is right. I agree that we should do so. But Gattu Chinky, what should we buy for Monty? Gattu, do you remember? Monty was telling us that he is weak in maths, so we can order a magnetic maths activity game toy for him from Puntoon Kids website. What do you think? With the help of it, he can easily prepare for his maths exam. This is an amazing idea, Chinky. We should do this. And one more thing. I think we should also order the magnetic racing car game for him from Puntoon's website. I am sure that Monty will love this gift.
Gattu and Chinky ordered racing cars or magnetic maths game toys with the help of Mummy. And in the day of dinner, Gattu Chinky wrapped the gifts box with a decorative paper. After finishing dinner, they gave the gift box to Monty.
Monty, take this. Chinky and I have got interesting gifts for you. Wow, Gattu, what is this? Why don't you open it and see, Monty? I am sure that you will love these gifts.
Monty opened the gift box. Inside the box, there were racing cars and maths. After seeing them, Monty was very happy.
Wow, these are very nice cars, Gattu, Chinky, and this maths game toy. I am sure this will help me to pass my maths entrance exam for sure. You guys remembered that I needed it. Thank you, Gattu, Chinky. Welcome, Monty. Of course, friends remember all the things their friend says. Yes, Gattu, Chinky. And this game with racing car, I love this game too. Let's go and play with it. It will be so much fun.
Gattu, Chinky and Monty started playing together. And very soon, they became good friends with each other. Chinky's new haircut. Chinky and Gattu were enjoying their free time by watching TV in the living room.
Come on, Chinky, stop it now. For how long are you going to watch the same cartoon? No way, Gattu. I want to watch this cartoon only.
That's when Mummy entered the room.
Chinky, this is very wrong, dear. Be a good girl and share the remote with your brother. You should not fight with each other. Okay, Mummy. Here, now you watch the TV, Gattu.
Papa also entered the living room. Hey! Both of them listen to only you. They won't listen to me if I told them to do anything. You are going to your home. I have no idea how to take care of them.
What? Mummy, are you going to your mother's home? Mummy, please take us with you too. We all want to visit her. I am sorry, dear, but you have school and I am going to visit her only because she is not feeling well recently. Then it is okay, Mummy. Don't worry about us. You go there and take good care of Grandma and come back soon. Okay, dear. I will come back soon. Oh, but Mummy, I just remembered that you asked me to cut my hair. Now that you are going, how am I going to get my hair cut? Don't worry, Chinky. I will come back as soon as I can. Okay, dear. Okay, Mummy, I will have a new haircut after you come back. But only you will cut my hair.
Next day, Mummy went to her maternal home. And Gattu Chinky went to school.
Students, please be quiet. We have a new principal madam at our school. Earlier, she had worked as a principal of an army school and is very strict. She has asked me to check the uniforms and hairstyles of all the students.
All the kids kept quiet and got the inspection done. After some time, some students are separated and made to stand in a different line. Chinky was also asked to stand in this line. After some time, the principal madam came over there.
Students, all of you are not wearing a proper uniform. Hence, you are asked to stand here. Your uniforms should be always neat and clean, and the length of your hair should be perfect as per the rule. Tomorrow, all of you have to wear uniform in a proper way so that the rules of the school are properly followed by you. If you don't do that, you will get a punishment. Chinky, I know what you're thinking about. I know that uniform is perfectly fine, but the problem is with your hairstyle. Your hairs are growing very lengthy, and according to your school's rule, the length of your hair should not be more than the one set by the school. So Chinky, get a haircut as soon as possible if you don't want the punishment. Okay, ma'am.
Chinky then returned to her class, but she was not talking to anyone. She was not even speaking with Gattu. After school was over, both of them went to home. Hey kids, you are back? Now hurry up and get changed and come for dinner.
No thanks, Papa. I'm not hungry at all. I'm going to my room.
Hey, what happened, Chinky? Saying this, Chinky went to her room.
You know, Papa, she is behaving like this whole day.
Gattu told Papa about what happened in school. Gattu, this is a very serious matter. Since Chinky was a kid, she had only allowed your mother to cut her hair. So I can understand why she is so worried. Your mummy is not here, so who is going to cut her hair?
But Papa, it's not such a big thing. She can get haircut by someone else for this time.
No, Gattu, she can't. Many years ago, Chinky once went to a place to get a haircut. But by mistake, the hairdresser's scissors went near Chinky's ear and she got a small cut. It was very small wound, but Chinky was also a small kid then. So she was very scared due to this incident. And since then, she only allows mummy to cut her hair.
Oh, so that's what happened. Papa, now what are we going to do?
Chinky was sitting in her room and thinking whether she will get a punishment or not. She doesn't want to get hair cut by anyone but her mummy. Chinky fell asleep while thinking about it. After some time when Chinky woke up, she saw that Papa and Gattu are ready and standing in front of her. Come on, Chinky, get ready.
Ready? But for what, Papa? Where are we going? We are going to get a haircut, Chinky. What? But I don't want to get a haircut. I will not let anyone other than Mummy touch my hair.
Wait a minute, Chinky. Not for you, Chinky. We are the ones getting the haircut.
Oh, really? Yes. See, our hair is also so long. So we are going to cut our hair short. So why don't you also come with us? Alright, let's go.
Actually, it was Papa and Gattu's plan to take Chinky for a haircut. Both of them along with Chinky went to a salon. That is when an auntie came out of the salon and asked Chinky very nicely.
Oh, so you are Chinky. You are really very sweet girl. And your hair is also very beautiful. They just need a small cute haircut. Papa, I don't want anyone other than Mummy to cut my hair.
Chinky dear, don't be so stubborn. If you don't get a haircut today, you will get a punishment tomorrow.
Chinky dear, please come in with me. If you get scared at all, at any time, I will not cut your hair. I promise. But unless you face your fear, you will never be able to overcome it. And it will stay in your mind forever.
Hearing this, Chinky gathered some courage.
Chinky dear, come here. Sit on this chair and close your eyes. You will see that I will cut your hair in no time. And you won't even realize when it is finished. Okay, Auntie. I'm going to close my eyes. Okay. Chinky, I heard that you and Gattu made a sandwich. Is it true? Yes, Auntie. We were taught in school how to make it. The sandwiches were really delicious and very healthy. Really? How was it healthy? Auntie, that sandwich doesn't have cheese, but lots of vegetables. And hence, it was very healthy sandwich. Oh, now I got it. You are really very smart, Chinky.
In this way, Auntie kept chatting with Chinky and within 5 minutes or so, Chinky's new haircut was finished and it looked very nice.
Chinky dear, now you can open your eyes. What? Really? Is my haircut finished so early? Auntie, I didn't even realize it. And you did it so fast. You see, Chinky? Didn't I tell you that there's nothing to worry about?
Wow, Chinky! Now you realize, Chinky, you have got a haircut and you have also managed to overcome your fear, right?
Yes, Papa. Now I am not scared at all. It is so nice to hear that, Chinky. So I was thinking, why don't we eat ice cream to celebrate this?
So then they went to have an ice cream party.
If you are liking our videos, then like them, comment them and subscribe.